Much like League of Legends, this too is an addiction, and I'm unfortunately an addict. Hello there, everyone. It's still... I'm still doing okay. But some people might argue I'm not here. Hi, Eldritch. I remember when you were like the worst thing to go up against. No, you're not. Alright, so let's get into the news that happened. So, today's date is the 10th. We've had a new card added to the insect metamorphosis. So if you're interested in that, there's Trike Cow. The beastly claws of terror have added Scareclaw Kashtira and a couple of other Scareclaws. From the secret pack number recall, Diablos, the Mind Hacker, has been removed, but numbers Evale and number 7, Bamboozling Gossip Shadow, is back. We have new accessories, the Archfiend Archfiend Place, a new Protector, Kashtira Arise Heart, a new icon frame, which is kind of cool, I like the fiery, a new wallpaper, so if you've been like having, you know, random cards just staring at you, you can purposely put, now Rescue Ace, Rescue Ace, I'm assuming one of their boss monsters or a key piece. You can get a new card case Fire, you know, when you want to pretend that you're burning the cards you've used. What I'm excited about is that there's a new secret pack, the opening act of an Apocalypse. So now you can get, without having to craft, or, you know, by random chance, any of the Dark Lord or Despian cards, specifically the one that I have my eyes on, Masquerade, the Blazing Dragon, as well as Despian Portus, which are pretty much staples if you're running a Despia or a branded deck, because they can very easily help you out when it comes to controlling the board state, or, you know, make things that you want your opponent to pick apart first before they go onto the rest of your board. And of course, I've actually won quite a few matches thanks to Quartz's effect of making everything 0, because it's non-targeting and non-destruction. And then of course, Blazing Dragon, you get even 2 of those on the field, and your opponent's paying a big tax for doing anything. And as discovered, you can't do stuff when you don't have enough life points to pay for it, so your opponent has the choice of surrender or pass. There's a new selection pack as well, specifically the Flame of Fury, which has the key pieces that apparently everyone was scared of. We have Kashtira Arise Heart. Once per turn, you can XYZ summon Kashtira Arise Heart by using 1 Kashtira monster you control, if an effect of Shangri-La was successfully activated this turn. Any card sent to the graveyard is banished instead, so it works... oh crap, I actually didn't need this card. Okay, let me explain first, because I see eyes on me. Once per chain, each time a card is banished, attach 1 banished card to this card's material. Once per turn, you can detach 3 materials from this card, then target 1 card in the field, banish face down. Ooh, I see what they mean, but they're not at full power yet. This might make Kashtira see evil now. We also have one that I was interested in due to the fact that I've seen a lot of YouTubers like talking about it. Triple Tactics Thrust. Your opponent's activated a monster effect during his turn, set 1 normal player traps directly from your deck. Or if your opponent controls a monster, you can add it to your hand instead. That set card cannot be activated this turn. This is going to be probably a big staple in, I would imagine, Labyrinth decks, or decks that really want to search out, you know, the key pieces to get rid of things like this. Because this has no protections. Oh my goodness, you can expect to see people playing 2 copies of Raigeki and 3 copies of Lightning Storm, I'm gonna tell you that right now. We also have some new cards. Gishki Nirmanas. One of the Gishki ritual cards. They've added some more support for them. Level 10 too. Kinda neat looking. We also have the Rescue Ace, like I was just talking about. Yeah, this is the big boy. A Fire! Not level 9 machine type. Interesting. Damage to Rescue Ace card from the graveyard. Special summon this card from your hand. During your main phase, you can set up to 4 Rescue Ace quick play spells or normal traps, or quick play spells or normal traps with different names from your deck. If another card you control leaves the field by an opponent's card effect, except during the damage step, draw 1 card in the field and destroy it. Rescue Aces might be a pure counter to Kashtira. This is what it's looking like. They're literally doing what they set out to do. They're rescuing the meta. And then we have this Prediction Princess card. I don't know if it's part of anything, like an archetype or something. It might just be. Okay, no, yeah, they got some cards. It's more like a series than an archetype. We got the Prediction Princess, little elf coin thing. Okay, interesting. And of course, you can purchase limited time packs, 3,000. You can get up to 6. You can get 6 pack bowls. Revision of selling price. Oh, they're just okay. I want to go over that first because what's more terrifying than RNG in your card games? I wonder if we get the one free pack like they did last time. Nope, you don't. Oh wait, there's a free pack pull. Nice. All right, my dear assistant Jamer shall.
My arm doesn't bend that way.
Oh. Don't worry about his cries of pain. Oh right, we had the other mouse right there. Oopsie.
Idiot.
Ah, no luck there.
Nearly yanked my arm out. You don't deserve anything good for that.
I think it's something good still. Sorry. Oh, perform a power hand sem. I can't do these names. He's a cool looking guy though. Perform pal. Matriarch Nethys. Don't care for that. Don't care for that. Okay, let's see. I am not spending my stuff yet because I might want to try going for a Rise Heart. To be fair, I got a lot of the Kashira cards from the Rage of Chaos pack, because while Sam was trying to summon me, while he was trying to summon me Chaos Angel and stuff, he kept getting Kashira cards, so we just gave up. And here's what I mean by we just gave up. Here is my. I have 2 decks, so I'm going to explain myself first, because I talked about needing the Arise Heart card. Let me explain myself. Based off of everything I've seen, I do not believe that Kashtira itself, or at least the first wave, was this evil, devastating thing to be, like, feared. Because everyone was making videos about, like, oh, look at Kashtira getting stomped, oh, look at this, blah, 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 blah. So, for me, personally, I just think that's, like, okay, and... Because they weren't really doing much, right? You stop Kashtira by just not activating monster effects. They're still entirely vulnerable to Raigeki, Lightning Storm, Dark Hole, and of course the back row is Harpies, Twin Twisters, a whole bunch of just easy stuff to get rid of, right? So in my mind, Kashtira wasn't this big be-all, end-all, especially going second, because going second, you have to respond. Going first is where you have the most success as a Kashtira. And I've seen other people playing Kashtira cards as well, and they run, they run Kaijus, they run Lava Golem, they run things to disrupt your board, right? And as, you know, Lava Golem also has a force activation effect, which does proc Kashtira, so that's a little something to think about. Anyway, ever since one of the events passed, I've been trying to... specifically the Fiend event, if I remember correctly, because I think, yeah. I ran a Banished deck for that, because I was tired of getting hit by things, so I just said everything goes away. Now, whether this makes me crusty, or bad, or loser, or meta slave, I don't care. I'm having fun with this deck. Meta cards are meta because they're good and everyone uses them, but they can also be fun. I'm going to try to champion that. So, what did I do for Kashtira? I said, you're going in my Banish deck, because you banish cards. That's why we have 3 copies of Arise Heart, so we have 2 copies of Fenrir, so 2 copies of Unicorn, and 3 copies of Ogre. 3 copies of Ogre just because, you know, it's Ogre. It's all Ogre for him. I've also decided to make this deck particularly toxic by adding in Zoa. And, of course, 3 Dogmatic Matrix and 3 Dogmaticalities. Unfortunately, due to cards like Pot of Extravagance, I don't get a choice in what gets banished, so I may have to start using my own monsters to bring him out. Or a copy of himself. But this is my version of a banished deck. That's why I named it Banished! I was just putting cards for flexing. I do have 2 Kashtira Shangri-Las. Oh, Shangri-Era. Where's that? Lara. I can't tell. And because I can't tell, I'm nervous about it. But yeah, this is one of the versions of the decks that I've made. Another one which Jamer seems to think I might like because we pulled so many copies trying to get the IP Masquerena is the Heroic Jamer S-Force deck. So, once again, we're trying to actually make Zoa work, because I think he can work in this environment. Think about it, getting rid of Shangri-La or even Arise Heart before your opponent can get him out, especially if you make them pick first and then activate Dogmatica Matrix. Okay, I want to make sure I was saying that correctly. You know, you can do a lot, and on top of that, the S-Force itself is really good at getting bodies to the field. There were a couple of things we could try. You, of course, have Chaos Angel, because Chaos Angel can be made with a couple of combinations and can get both of their effects off. Of course, Supernova, Valiance, and company are only here specifically to get Zoa out for free. Time Thief is also good here, because we can get a big-bodied Zeus, potentially. S-Force Justify, Evermax. We have a lot of options here. Evermax probably being the hardest to get out. Although, I'm pretty sure one Justify and literally anything else can help out. I should actually put an IP instead of a second Boro load. I think we do that, yeah. I saw some success with this deck. Not the best, unfortunately. Or I could put in Unicorn. You know, I can drop a Time Thief, put in a Unicorn, and IP. Wherever she is. There she is. There we go. I feel like this is, like, better. I have to protect Time Thief a lot more now, but Time Thief can protect himself. He's a big boy. But yeah, the S-Force me and Jamer like because it fits into our nerd loves, you know? What's this? Why did this just... Oh, right, this was my first attempt at an S-Force deck. I used Kash with it. So, again, I want to try to point out, you know, like, it's not that horribly. And Kash can also very easily make a decent BLS Soldier of Chaos. Plus, the fact that it cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects, and they can't be targeted with either, you know, it's a pretty decent beat stick. With some decent effects, too. Also, he vanishes! He fits! But yeah, there's some decks here that were some tests and stuff. Oh yeah, these were my going first and second stuff. I just used my Dynasty Warriors. We pretty much rolled that. This was a deck I had for one of the events, and it auto-forced me to fix it. Just something I was considering trying. Didn't end up doing that event because it was freaking mind-numbingly annoying. These are, of course, my other decks. This is Zoa's Reign. And something I made with... I really do want to just try to get Zoa be a threat. And this is one of my other options. A fusion deck with some ritual support. With some help with rituals. That's where I have 3 Garugas. That's where I have 3 Heralds. And, of course, you know, that's only if we never see any of these guys. Like, any of these guys. Well, if we don't see most of these guys. Of course, we have a combination of things. How am I supposed to get... Oh, yeah, no, this is when I thought that we could easily cheat out things like this. And they're also just kind of there to go away, too, if I'm being perfectly honest. Just so that we can power up Albaz. Yeah, it's still very much a work in progress type deck. We have Heroic's Champion, which is the newly nerfed Heroic Champion deck. I've kept some things the same, except I added in Ghost Ogre and Ash Blossom. I've thrown in Gamma Seal and Lava Golem. We have a Lightning Storm, 2 Triple Tactics. Of course, all 3 copies of our Heroic cards, 2 Called by the Graves and 2 Imperms. 1 Reborn, 1 Reinforcement, 1 Harpy, 1 Regeki. And of course, we have all the Heroic cards. We have Time Thief in there to go do some screwy things. We have, of course, another Zeus. We have 2 copies of Clive, who's won me a lot of matches, actually going second. Cerberus, Phoenix, IP, Unicorn, Access Code, Moral End, and Underworld, just for more, you know, sneaky plays. It's a deck that I feel like could be a lot of fun. There's Dreadlich, which I've always been working on. My Dynasty Duelist 6, which is the new version of it. Despian Control, and then of course the Elemental Heroes deck, which I'm still working on, and will continue to. We're just gonna delete the deck. We did the going second, and we beat it. Want my socks back, man. So yeah. So that's pretty much the update portion of my videos for today. I actually did buy the Duel Pass this time, mostly because Jim made a good point. If we're going to be playing, might as well get the Duel Pass. You get a lot of free dust for it. I think you make back what you spend, too, so you're just really getting benefits to it. You know, and even if you just go up to 75 and that's where you stop, because, you know, you want the cross sheep or whatever, it's still, I'd say it's still worth it. Cross sheep might actually be something I wanted to look into putting in for the, my Vendread deck, which I'm still stubbornly refusing to let go of. Oh yeah, the new duel field. What are the effects here? Looks like we got statues. I don't like how that looks. Oh god, that's horrifying. Of course, Arias starts to see anyone playing this, you know what they're doing. Same with this. And this. Dual icons. I actually did want to get this a Starfrost, because I do like how he looks. Fire icon frame. I actually do want the polymerization one. I'm not even going to pretend that I don't think it's cool. Plus, it kind of fits what I was mostly doing and aim for. The Rescue Ace one, in case you want to see him every time you log in. Maybe he'll give you luck. And then, of course, the Fire case. I actually do... I might want to get the Dark case, actually. Ooh, do I want to go for my edgy phase? I still need to buy this, too. I don't have a Nibiru copy of my own because I dusted it because it never worked. Anyway, let's collect our stuff before we end the video. And you know what? We have time to watch a quick match. Let's see how many people instantly bum rushed making the cashier cards or buying them. Or both? Alright, we already see someone who spent money. Ooh, a Marshmallow Mate. We got, okay, well, I'm gonna just fast forward this. But heroic, it's also a Gishki. I don't care. It's sprites. It's a sprite engine. If I want everyone to be bored, I just go play friggin' Minesweeper. Well, speaking of people who instantly bought the cards, I can at least appreciate that Duelist. Wait, what? Why'd you put it away? Did I miss something? Am I missing something? Oh, it's a big opponent. Go easy on him. It's a boy. Wait, what? I'm. What? 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 I have no absolute idea what opponent is doing. What am I looking at? Hang on. Can be struck by battle monster special from the extra. Okay, so similar to Dogmaticas. Once per turn when your opponent activates a monster effect, return one from your hand if you do negate the activation. And if you do shuffle that card. Oh, so that bypasses destruction effects. This multi-arm motherfucker. Ritual summon this card with me. Once per turn, you can pay 1,000 life points. Draw a card. If you do, reveal it. And if it was a Gishki monster, shuffle one card from the field onto the deck. It's a very interesting deck. It seems to, like I said, it's a sprite engine for Gishkis. Oh, never mind. He's dead. Good night, opponent. My man was playing Archfiend. Oh my god, I don't even forget. I had that card, and I ran that card too when I was freaking a kid. When I was a teen. not need to do them like that. Anyway. Well, thank you all for watching. You just saw some of the cards in play. If you liked it, you know what to do. Much appreciate you if you do. Until next one, I just want to say, laters.